Welcome to Think in English Leap, the podcast where every episode is a step forward in your English journey.
Let me ask you something. Why is intelligent people, people who speak English every day, people who watch English films and read English articles, fail the IELTS exam?
Not by a little, but by a lot.
They get a 5.5 when they need a 7. They get a 6 when they need a 7.5. And they cannot understand why.
Because they studied English.
But they did not study IELTS.
And those are two completely different things.
Welcome to IELTS Leap, the podcast series from Think in English Leap, designed to take you from wherever you are right now to the band score you need.
Whether you need a 6, a 7, or even a 9.
This series is for you.
I am Leo.
And I am Maya. And today in episode 1, we are talking about the most important thing nobody tells you before you sit the IELTS exam.
What IELTS is actually testing.
Because most people think IELTS tests your English.
It does not.
Not exactly.
IELTS tests 4 very specific skills: reading, writing, listening, speaking. And within each of those skills, it is looking for very specific qualities and behaviors.
For example, in the speaking test, IELTS is not just listening to whether your English is correct.
It is listening for 4 things: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation.
Each worth 25% of your speaking score.
So if your grammar is perfect, but you pause every 3 seconds,
You lose points for fluency.
if your pronunciation is clear, but you use simple vocabulary,
You lose points for lexical resource.
and most people have no idea these 4 criteria even exist,
Until after they get their results.
which is too late.
So let us talk about what each one means and what the examiner is actually listening for.
Fluency and coherence. This does not mean speaking fast. It means speaking smoothly, without long, unnatural pauses, without repeating yourself, without losing your train of thought. A Band 7 speaker does not speak faster than a Band 5 speaker. They speak more smoothly.
Lexical resource. This means your vocabulary range. Are you using the same simple words repeatedly, or are you choosing precise, sophisticated vocabulary that shows real language depth? A Band 5 speaker says, "I think this is a good thing for society." A Band 7 speaker says, "I believe this has a profoundly beneficial impact on communities worldwide."
Same idea, completely different band score.
Grammatical range and accuracy. This is not just about avoiding mistakes. It is about using a range of grammatical structures: simple sentences, complex sentences, conditionals, passive voice, relative clauses. Variety is what the examiner is looking for, not just correctness.
And pronunciation. This does not mean sounding British or American. It means speaking clearly enough that a listener understands you without effort. Your accent does not matter. Your clarity does.
Okay, Leapers, vocabulary power-up time. 5 essential IELTS vocabulary words that will immediately raise your band score.
Word number 1, prevalent. Use this instead of common. Instead of saying, "This problem is common," say, "This issue is increasingly prevalent in modern society." Instant Band 7 language.
Word number 2, detrimental. Use this instead of bad. Instead of saying, "This is bad for the environment," say, "This has a detrimental impact on the natural environment." Precise and sophisticated.
Word number 3, significant. Use this instead of big or large. Instead of saying, "There is a big difference," say, "There is a significant disparity between the 2 approaches." Examiner-approved language.
Word number 4, consequently. Use this linking word to show cause and effect. Instead of saying, "So people lose their jobs," say, "Consequently, unemployment rates rise significantly." This shows coherence and fluency.
And word number 5, advocate. Use this instead of support or think. Instead of saying, "I think the government should help," say, "I strongly advocate government intervention in this area." This is Band 8 vocabulary.
5 words that will immediately raise your speaking and writing score: prevalent, detrimental, significant, consequently, advocate. Use them in your next practice answer today.
Okay, challenge of the day.
This one is specific and immediately useful.
Take this IELTS speaking part 2 question. Describe a person who has had a positive influence on your life and answer it in 2 minutes, using at least 3 of the 5 vocabulary words from today.
Record yourself on your phone. Listen back. Count how many times you paused unnaturally. Notice which vocabulary you used and which you forgot.
This one exercise, done every single day, will raise your speaking band